Alright, let's watch some Mortal Kombat 1. The logos are nice, right? They're really good designs. I wonder, I don't know what to think about, like, how the Scorpion and Sub-Zero looking that similar. I think it's like a throwback to the first games, you know, like they are palette swaps. So they're alluding back to that kind of art style or design, I should say. That's fun.
I have had enough of you. Then go.
The face, I like the faces so far that they've shown. I might be in the minority here. I probably am, but like Shang Tsung's new face looks fucking awesome, in my opinion. It's like there's this like, yeah, I don't want to necessarily have real humans in games. This might be my thing, but like I like Shang Tsung's new look. Perhaps a bit better than the last. This face is also, I think, nice. It's very well done.
Before I put you down, fight.
Oh, the graphics look nice, bro. Wait. The animations are a bit weird. No? Like those hits from above, they don't carry enough impact, I feel like. Yeah, I've seen some parts of this before. Like even the Wing Chun punches, they don't carry. They look a bit worse than MK11 to me, honestly. MK11, like Kung Lao, was amazing. So the animations, so yeah, that's. I wonder why they just don't take that.
Worthy of joining us. Come, there are other champions I must gather.
What do you want?
Oh, that's Johnny and Kenshi.
Sento's mine, and I won't give it up without a fight.
So, oh wow, those are really nice things. Nice combos. Oh wow. Okay. Fatal blows or X-rays or whatever. This is interesting. This part is interesting. I think it feels like, so they come back to the X-ray aesthetic from the fatal blows. This I really like because fatal blows look like fatalities, like randomly strung together violence, basically. It didn't have a narrative. It felt off to me. It felt like a celebration of this over-the-top violence, and it got boring really quick, visually. I mean, X-rays. Well, they were something different. Like they were always used to show some bones breaking in Mortal Kombat X, for example, and that bone breaking stuff is it feels different than fatalities. It's just a different thing that you see in the game. I don't think it feels as tiring as fatal blows. I mean, maybe because also they weren't. I mean, in Mortal Kombat X we didn't see the X-rays all the time. Maybe that's why I'm thinking that. But I like them more than fatal blows visually. What I also noticed here, you have to. Okay, the way this kind of ends here. It's not hyper violent, right? Like it's cool. It's slicing with sword, not always just mashing in the head, getting like putting things into people's eyes. It's just sword action, which feels like they toned down the general violence of the game. To me, maybe they put it all into fatalities now, and like the normal game is not as over the top violent, still violent, but And that would be a very welcome change, I think. Look at this now, like it's kind of like an explosion ending, which is, I mean, it feels even a bit gimmicky and old, I guess, but I think they wanna connect to the old games. That's what I feel with this new aesthetic. The size of the characters, the way they move, it feels like Mortal Kombat. Like if the old Mortal Kombats were done in a new way, they would, I think, look like this, right? Like with the new technology, that's how they would feel. Even this throw, it's very simple, like much simpler than Mortal Kombat 11's elaborate throws, which I don't necessarily always like, especially in not Aaron Black's, for example, because some of them feel like better than command grabs, which is weird, right? Like command grabs should feel like something special, like Kotal's, for example. If the normal throws are so good, then I mean, it doesn't work, in my opinion. Where did this sound come from? Did he beatbox it?
Okay, let's go back to one here.
I really like this look of this Johnny. I feel looks quite like real. It's like, it looks like a real face, right? Like, but I was like the 11 Johnny was not my favorite look of Johnny. Like the face of the actor looked, or the way it was represented in the game, let's say, looked a bit too jokey, too, I don't know, the facial features, I guess. I mean, it feels weird to say that about a real person, but I think the way it was depicted in the game, it lacked a bit of this like Van Damme type of flavor, right? I think it lacked it. But like this Johnny, I feel like I can see him being obnoxious and weird and funny, and also I can see him being kind of more like a serious character in some ways. Because the other Johnny, I think, it never came across as serious in any cases, right? It felt, yeah, it felt like he was always the clown, right? Should we look at the faces of Sub-Zero and Scorpion? Wow, I think that was cool. Yeah.
Who are you again?
Lord Liu Kang,
He looked
protector
pretty
of
handsome.
Earthrealm. God.
Oh, Liu Kang looks awesome too. Oh, look at how he moves, man. That's really nice. Like, this game feels a bit more floaty too, right? I think they went for this more kung fu movie type of aesthetic. Like, more like in the air, more flowy, more not necessarily that more realistic, grounded type of thing, but your characters move artistically. Look at that! Wow, look at that! Was that the bicycle kick? I mean, if that was it, that was no, probably not. Probably just just a string, but it looked amazing regardless. This looks almost real.
Whatever experience I lack, I make up for in
I'm not a big fan of this face. It looks a bit generic, I guess. Not. Yeah, the lighting stuff looks very nice. About this cameo thing, I'm not sure about that. It's not something that I like, especially in fighting games. Like, it's not my type of fighting game, because I play mostly Mortal Kombat, sometimes Street Fighter. But even in games that have that, I like to have a team of, like in Skullgirls, for example, and yeah, if I'm using the SS and I've chosen those guys for my team, right, and I'm gonna play with them too. Like, they can come in and they can stay, and like just having some guys for these cameos. I'm not a big fan of like my character not doing things but other characters doing it for me, right? Like, combo should feel my combo, like my character's combo. If I'm playing Scorpion, I wanna do Scorpion shit, right? not some extra stuff. That's why I also didn't like the robots of like Cassie and Sonya in MK11. It feels like external to the character. I want the character to be cool. Like the character can use guns or whatever that belongs to her. It's a tool. But if it's something else that just that is external, not always necessary. It's kind of also different, I think, to a character having a pet that's part of the character. It's just like a random extra. I felt like for me with Cassie and Sonya, because also maybe most people didn't utilize moves that use these accessories, let's say. Let's see, maybe I'll get used to it. The lightning looks so nice. And the blood looks so nice, man. This is the best looking blood in any Mortal Kombat ever. I didn't like it, the way the freeze frames looked in MK11. Here the blood looks like it has weight, right? Like, look at this. Look at how it comes down here, like looks like, it feels like a real thick fluid. Goro is really short. Oh yeah, it's the aesthetics of the combos. They look nice. They look kinda nice. That weird old school Raiden, for example, I'm not sure if I want that in my game. This is kinda funny though. Okay, X-ray again. That looks good, yes. I'm down with X-rays, yeah. And again, this is an explosion, not a hyper-violent finish. I like that they did this. That they wanted to separate the hyper-violent finishing stuff from X-rays and probably put it only in fatalities. That's a really good decision. Yeah. We don't need that much over-the-top violence, and the game doesn't need to be that self-indulgent. We're not buying the game necessarily for violence, right? Like, there's this misconception, I think, often that is like, people say that, or people think that, or maybe even devs think that people buy Mortal Kombat only for the violence, or only for the fatalities, or primarily even like for fatalities. That's not true at all. Like, most people I know that play Mortal Kombat just want to play cool ninjas in a bit more of a darker setting, more with sorcery, and have cool abilities that do cool shit, right? Not just like in Street Fighter, like cartoon characters hitting each other, but also having this metal shit, basically. Yeah, the fatalities are metal too, of course. I can't deny that. Wow. Oh, that looks disgusting. Oh, fuck. What I want to definitely have is, I want to have good finishing poses, basically. I don't want to have freeze frame, blood, and exploding heads, like some absurd gore on the screen that I can't, like, I mean, you don't understand even anything. It's not a powerful image. It's just like blood everywhere. And freeze frame and like some eyeball being thrown around, like that's not what a fatality finishing frame should look like. It should often maybe show your own character that does the fatality, maybe in some dominating fashion, standing over the character that the fatality was done to. It feels like, for example, it's in the Ermac fatality from MKX with the guts being pulled out, and Ermac's just standing and just holding with psychokinesis. That's those guts in the air. And was it in the air or was it on the ground? Oh, the body was in the air, I think. That's a perfect finishing frame. Like that, those types of finishing frames I want to have, right? Like, I've done a fatality, I've dominated, and my character is not stands really cool. Like in MK11, only the Scorpion fatality with the chain, not only probably, but that one captures like what I imagine. Not that, like, not what I just described, but it's also similar, right? Like, it's a cool finishing pose. Yeah, nice logo again. That's a classic. That's a classic. Also, the fatalities should be shorter. I want them shorter. Just, I don't want to look, and I don't want to have to do them. I don't want people to have to do them all the time to me, right? Those were bad decisions. Too self-indulgent. Hey, we've done these cool things, now you have to do them 50 times per character. That's bad. That's bad. Please don't do that, and please make them shorter.
You'll see
a
roster, basically. They will button with towards, and it'll do a different move, push it. Like, imagine yourself with Sub-Zero, you know, so you can you can basically combine.
Okay, we found the real video. Oh, Sonya looks so good, man. That's such a cool face. I don't know, like, they kind of captured the face from the last game. That it has something of that, but it is just more pretty, I guess. And she looks just, I don't know, she looks like tough and cool. Really like it.
Fighters. And that's
where I hope she is playable and she plays well.
They can actually customize it for what they like.
She didn't play that well in the last few games, I think. Oh, can she looks also so cool. And these transitions are amazing.
It's not a tag team thing, right?
Yeah, exactly. And you're basically summoning them. It's just one button push,
yeah.
Basically summoning. But they have a variety, so you can go, you know, push that button with towards and it'll do a different move. Push it with down, it'll do a different move. And so the combination.
Oh, I see. So you can bring them in a combo.
Yeah,
exactly,
cool.
Exactly.
Cool cameo, I guess.
There's like a meter up on top, which is basically.
Yeah, these air combos are really nice. Oh.
You can't obviously fire them indefinitely, but
this I think this slide is slower than the MK11 slide. I hate the MK11 slide, by the way. It is like they wanted to make a game with footsies, and then they did these instant hitting full screen things, right? Like this, it's very like it wasn't the game that they wanted to make. I think they just thought maybe it would be too weak, slides and teleports and teleporting stuff like this, but yeah, I mean, I don't think. I mean, slides can be also punishes, right? Like, it doesn't have to be, or there's like stuff like the sand trap of Garrus. You shouldn't be just playing the game paranoid on full screen. Like, that's not what a fighting game is about, in my opinion, or even medium distance.
Sonya, you'd saw come out there. Sometimes you'll see them appear twice in there.
Okay, so time-based, they come out, and then obviously as you go through, you revealed some of them there, but is it a different set of characters that'll be in the
animations look a bit weird. That punch from Sonya, what the hell?
Revealed some of them there, but is it a different set of characters that'll be in the
she'll punch like a street fighter, literally.
Some of the characters are going to be available as cameos as well as the main roster fighters. Goro.
Yeah, whatever. Ed.
You know.
Yeah. Okay, we've watched this. Okay. Yeah, look at September 19th. Look at how cool Shang looks, man. This is so awesome. It looks so badass. It doesn't look old. That's what I also like. I don't like, I don't know, old looking characters, I guess, in games too much, except if they're supposed to be really old, like an old master or something. Well, like middle-aged looking dudes, I mean, sometimes it makes sense, I guess, but anyway, maybe just I don't like they didn't vibe with the old Shang face, but this looks amazing to me. I have to say, I don't have that much nostalgia for the old Mortal Kombat movies either. Like, I think I watched them once when I was a kid or something.
Time to wake up.
Oh yeah, this is old stuff.
One constant remain.
Oh, let's talk about these two also. Oh, the hair looks so cool.
But a storm
is brewing.
I love what they've done
You will discover
with. Let's go back.
Teto. It's my family.
Best for you.
I love what they've done with these two. Like the costumes look so Mortal Kombat
Or do you
and
secretly come
pretty,
my throat?
right? Also, like I didn't like the MK11 costume at all. Like Mortal Kombat X default costume is king for me, but I can live with this. Like this looks beautiful. Maybe even less over designed. Some people don't like that kind of stuff. For me, it was no issue, but. Is there any more footage of the girls?
Or do you secret?
I like that they are default masked, right? This is also turning back to the roots thing, going back to the roots. Okay, this looks... Kitana animations look much better. Kitana animations, like, I think in Mortal Kombat in 11, Kitana is the single worst animated character, maybe together with Aaron Black. The moves didn't have, like, they had any impact. The character looked like it was flailing her arms, and there were no, like, joint bending, like, on some movements. This looks beautiful. Yeah, it looks nice. I'm very hyped about the game, actually. Like, at first I was like thinking some animations were janky and shit, but this looks good. This looks good. And if the combos are free and shit, like free in the sense that we can do a lot of shit, then I'm hyped as fucked. Hyped as fucked. Yeah. Yeah, great. I like it. Not sure about cameos, but we'll see. I'm sorry, I'm a bit sick with the voice and the shit. But yeah, I'll make some reaction videos too when more stuff is released, I guess. So, thanks for listening. Bye bye.